Well, my name is Alicai Jurua. I'm doing Bachelor of Information System Year 2, and then I thank you so much for this opportunity to present our our learning outcomes on software project management certification course we did on Alison online. We are doing the introduction part of project management, actually software project management. I want us to look at software project management in a way like planning for a wedding. When you are planning for a wedding, you ensure that everything is set, like there is a reception is organized, there is entertainment, there is transport for everyone who are, like, let's say they are coming from afar, and then for the bride team there is a facilitation for transportation. And relating this to project management, project management is actually a process of planning, organizing, and controlling or monitoring specific tasks to also attain specific objectives. It is very important because it helps to achieve all the goals in time, in the allocated time. Project management can also be applied in various industries such as information technology, construction, there is also healthcare, there is finance, and there is manufacturing. The key project constraints, also known as iron triangle, these ones we can see they are we have scope, what is included in the project, what you actually plan to achieve in the project. And then we have time, a schedule of project completion. In project planning there is beginning and the ending time for each program or for each project. And there's also cost. You need a budget for your project. You need to plan how much each task is going to cost in project management as you're managing your project. And then the quality of the final product, and then the risks, they are setbacks that may arise in the process of handling the project. Also resources, what you need, like human resource, and then there's technical resource, and then material resource. You all need these things to achieve a successful project. And then the triple constraints, and we under these triple constraints we see that when you are like let's say in a construction company building a house, if the client wants the house completed faster, meaning a reduced time, if the house is supposed to be for like built within 1 year, and then the client comes and says they need like 1 hour, or not 1 hour, sorry, they need like 6 months to complete the building, meaning it's going to affect all the things like time, cost, and the scope. Or change in one is going to automatically affect one, because if he says that the house that's supposed to be built within 1 year is now reduced to, let's say, maybe 6 months or less, by that it is going to affect the time. It may affect the cost. The cost is automatically going to increase because they might need to bring more human resource to work on the building. And also when you reduce time, it can increase cost. And when you decrease cost, it may also affect quality and increase the risk. All these things, they affect each other. And also we have project life cycle. Here we will handle initiation, like goals of the project need to be defined. Is the project feasible? Under here we will see that as you initiate a project, you need to understand, is this project feasible enough? are you able to achieve this project? And then planning. When you're planning, you give a detailed outline of how the goals of the tasks will be accomplished, making a stepwise breaking down of of even the minute detail of each task involved in the project. Then also execution, implementation. After like planning, you come into execution. Let's say you're developing a system, or let's say we are developing a website. This execution part may involve like designing and coding parts and carrying out the plan. You actually carrying out the actual plan, and then closer, you completing and evaluating the project. You have now finished everything. You have deployed, and then you are training. Let's say you're training people on how to use your system. And then the initiation phase, we are looking at them one by one. Under the initiation phase, we see like for example, if your company is launching the company is launching a product, the initiation phase involves conducting market research, identifying the target audience, and then determining whether the product idea or is visible in the current market. And this is under initiation. And then under planning phase, here you plan. If you are planning like for example, you want to go somewhere on a trip, maybe for a tour or a vacation, you'll have to plan yourself very well on how you're going to spend there, where you're going to sleep, what you're going to eat, how you're going to travel there, and how you're going to survive there. You also need to plan all these things. This means when you're trying to initiate or handle a project, when you're managing a project, you need to plan what is coming and how you're going to overcome them. The risks, how you're going to overcome them, how you're going to communicate to your team members, how you're going to keep a close team, team spirit, how you're going to maintain that, how you're going to balance the budget, how you're going to execute your project, how you're going to achieve everything. You do it under planning. And then for implementation, execution, for implementation, like building, we're using the example of website, or as a system, as a developing a system. Like for us, we are working on a student attendance management system. Here we are now going to code the system using our technologies that we know. Here you come as a team, and then each team member does his or her part. Like others can be back-end developer, others can be front-end developer, others can work with the database, so they can be testers, and that's what I can relate it to the implementation stage of the phase of the project management. And then for closer, like here now, under closer we can say that you have now achieved every goal. Like now the system is working. Under closer, you are now coming to what you are completing. The final product is handed over to the client, or it is like deployed. Everything is ready. You have tested. It is working. Now you are handling it over. If you like, you did it for a client. You send it to the client, and then you present it to the client, and then you review it, and then you also let me say you teach the client actually how to use it. You teach the interface, how it works, how to fix other things. Yes, that's how you close the project, and then you document it, you write your report about it, and then it is finally done. Then project management standards. We see that you follow some standards on how to you manage a project. And then key points, for here I'm going to talk about the project management body of knowledge, published by Project Management Institute PMI, and then it provides project management best principle practices. And then Prince 2, project in control environments, a process based method popular in the UK and Europe. It defines roles, responsibilities, and structured processes. Then ISO 21500, international standard for project management. This one is standard for ensuring a common approach across the world for project management. Provides guidance for concepts and process applicable to any industry. And then project management certification. These ones are very important because I actually want to thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to take this course. At the end, we see that we have a certificate which I will share with you as I'll be submitting the final work. And this one, it gives assurance that you really did this course. You did this course called project management in computing, and it is very vital to have this kind of certificates. Not only just having the basic knowledge, but you need to have the proof that you are a project manager, you know how to manage a project. And then benefits of upholding project management standards. It creates uniformity, universal uniformity, that you know what it means, the steps to follow, the standards, everything you know about project management, like the life cycles, how to manage the risks, how to coordinate in the project management team, and the processes, and then the real standards, the phases, how do you follow them, the efficiency, it provides efficiency as a project manager, and how to handle the risks, how to handle time, how to handle cost, scope, and so on. And then number 3, with the quality assurance to confirm deliverables meet client needs, because as a developer you are working to meet user needs. Once you know about project management, meaning you're going to take into action, into your consideration, the requirements. What are the user requirements? What are the functional requirements, non-functional requirements that you are working on? What the project needs. Then you have confidence from stakeholders. Trust is enhanced in project execution. Like you are developing this thing for users who happens to be part of the stakeholders. And then the scale, it can be applied to projects across full spectrum of size and industry. This project, it can be scalable, it can be like integrated into other systems, and other accessibility can be granted as you manage a project. And then to conclude, we have a project as it ensures planning, execution, and evaluation. The balance of constraints, scope, time, and cost is paramount. As you now in future, as we take on project management, I might be after finishing from university here, I can go to a company and they give me a role to become the project manager of some project they're working on, and then I can apply all that I have learned on planning, how to plan a project, how to initiate a project, how to plan a project, like how to identify problems, how to fix risks, how to assemble a team, how to give each team member tasks to perform, and meet deadlines, that we are working on a time frame, that we are doing the right things at the right time, following the right procedures at the end, to come up with some project or some system or some software that meets user requirements, that meets user needs, that meets what client needs from us, that we are able to analyze what we are doing, and then we do it knowing that we understand what we are doing. I think this is where I stop. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you really so much for the best opportunities, and may God really bless you. And my concern one more time is about the certification. I see there at the end when I'm trying to claim my certificate, I see that it is asking me to pay, which I'm not really prepared to do right now. You should be able to help us, on what we do, how we should submit the certificate, just like that with the watermark, like that. Anyway, I'm just going to submit it like that. And thank you so much.